All right, we just had a little talk. They're not gonna work out. They can't. The Planet Fitness not even open, but Triangle Fitness, I got a 24/7 access pass. That means I could get in there whenever I want. I could get dick anytime I want. Hold on, lock in. It's a song, by the way. But yeah, we're going to Triangle. Woo. All right, so what was I saying? I literally just slid right now. I gotta be careful, bro. But yeah, I'm going to get my workout knocked out. Man, it sucks. That's why another reason why I signed up. Whoa, I'm sliding again. Oh, yo. That don't matter. We're still going to work tomorrow. I don't give a damn. Hold on, let's drift in a bit. Look at this. Hold on. Oh, come on. I wonder if you know that even Tokyo. Not everybody needs a license. I'm going to tell you that right now. Let's get in the gym. I see other people in the gym right now. I know they in here getting active, baby. That's why I was telling them they should have signed up at Triangle, because Triangle's 24/7. Like, you don't got to worry about the snow or nothing. But yeah, maybe I could record in there, maybe not. There's a lot of people in here. I'm going to do chest. I just don't want to prioritize the camera right now. I want to get in there, get a workout, and get out. Because, bro, on the way to work this morning or this afternoon, I forget, I'm on a night shift schedule. So, like, whole different side of the world. But look at my Honda. I've always had my Honda. That's like a 2012 Honda Accord, I think. A 2010, 2012. I don't remember the year. That was my baby, bro. That's the one that I woke up. I told you on that story time. I woke up. The car was totaled. I come outside. The car literally has another car inside of it. My Honda, this one. That was it. I had tint blacked out all over. This is an upgraded version of my baby girl. But then the other Honda, it got crashed too. Somebody rear-ended me and totaled the car. What did I do to deserve this? Yo. But look, maybe we talk for a little bit and then I go in there and get a workout in, because it's snowing, bro. Look at it. Look, let me show you again, because I don't know if you can see. Let me try to look this time. Can you see all that? It's a lot of snow. Look right here. That's a lot of snow. Let me pull the window down. That's a lot. Like, it's flying in here. They said it's going to be like that for hours. So let's talk real quick so I could go get my workout in. You know, it's a little warm in here. First things first, I want to say, bro, I woke up late today for the first time in so long, bro. I swear my phone, I have an alarm set, bro, and I swear, let me look up actually, because Apple literally just got sued or something. Apple lawsuit, let me see. Apple lawsuit for alarms not going off. I think going off. I swear they did not believe me at work. There's no major publicized class action lawsuit specifically targeting alarms launched and scheduled on but make no sound, have to or they go off hours late. My volume was all the way up. Look. Now y'all think I'm lying, bro. Look, there's even people saying it seems like Apple's waiting for somebody to sue them in order to fix the alarms not going off. Maybe I should sue them. Y'all didn't see that lawsuit where, like, McDonald's got sued for, like, the coffee being too hot? I'm gonna sue the shit out of them. Nah, just kidding. But dude, look, this happened today. Because I went to work, right? You guys are on a day shift schedule. I'm on a night shift schedule. Holy, it's sticking to the windshield. We're going to have to put a towel on here when I go in the gym. It's thick. That ass is fat. What are we talking about? But look, I woke up today, right? For y'all, that's yesterday. But for me, let me just get to the story. I woke up. Boom. I'm like, hold on. I'm getting a little too much sleep. You know, wait, hold on. First, let me explain it like this. I'm sleeping and I'm just like, it feels good, right? But then I start thinking in my head subconsciously, I don't know what's going on. But I'm like, hold on, I'm tossing and turning too much. You know, usually when I wake up, I have to, damn, another day, right? But today I'm snuggled up. You know, I sleep butt ass naked. Hold on, maybe we don't say that. That's a little too much details, right? I sleep with clothes on. Yo, I sleep with some pajamas on, right? But yeah, I'm sleeping and I'm tossing and turning. I'm like, whew. Open my eyes. I'm like, hold on. I'm getting a little too much sleep. Once I open my eyes, I notice the sun's not out anymore. I'm like, oh. Something ain't adding up. I'm sleeping way too comfortably. The sun's not out. You know, when I wake up for work, the sun is still out. I'm like, nah, something ain't right. I open my phone. Hold on, there's somebody else playing in the snow. There's a lady excited about the snow. I'm going to have to go out there and start talking. Hey, you see the snow? Hold on, she's got a boyfriend. Never mind. Back to the story. I don't talk to... What's up with you? She's over here playing in the snow. Look at her. Come on. She's drawing hearts and stuff out there. Lock in. You know, I would have went out there and like, hey, let me draw something with you. Help! Help! Yo, hold on. We're going to edit that out. Yo. All right, look. Lock in. So I wake up and I look outside. Like, I didn't even have to look outside. The sun is not beaming on my face, so I know something's wrong. I look at my phone. It's like 7:57 p.m. I'm already hours late. I unlock my phone. I'm like, uh-oh, my heart dropped. You know, I'm never late. Almost, you know, shit. Almost. There's times where I come real close. This time, my heart dropped, bruh. Open my phone. I'm getting messages. You're done. This is your last fucking day. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm getting messages back to back like, hey, bruh, where you at? What's going on? You know, because it's not normal. If I'm late, something ain't right. Oh, my God. There's snow all over the windshield. I got to literally clean it off each second, bruh. It's sticking. We might have to pull a 24-hour sleep outside the factory so that I can just get out of my car and go clock in. We taking that too far? Is that too serious? Minimize downtime, maximize production. Yo, get the fuck out of here. But yeah, bro, I was late today, bro. That means I was late 2 hours. I clocked in at 8 o'clock, and I told you I have to be at work by 6 in the morning. 6 in the afternoon. I have to be there by 6 in the afternoon. I got there at 8 o'clock, bro. Like, I overslept for so long, bro. And it's because my alarm didn't go off. This is like the third time this has happened to me. Any other time where I've been very, like, little bit late or something, or, you know, I forgot my key card, that's something different. I lost the key card. There's like a badge you got to, long story short, I'm basically damn near never late. You know, if I'm late, there's something that actually happened. The train stopped me or something, like somebody had a car accident. There's always some reasonable excuse, and they know it, you know? But today, I swear I was about to grab my phone and throw it. I look at my alarms. They're literally active. It says I have like thousands of alarms set. Like, I have like one for 3 o'clock, 3:01, 3:02, 3:03, 3:04. And it's on this phone that I'm recording, right? And I'm literally sitting there and I'm like, yo, Apple, I swear to God. I'm talking, because I got an Apple. This is an iPhone that I'm recording on, right? I was about to grab that shit and just throw it out the window. Bro, this is like the second time this has happened to me, bro. The second or third. I don't remember. But I remember the first time it happened, I woke up and I was like, same situation, butt ass naked. I'm like, hold on, wait, I'm getting too much sleep. What's going on? Go to look at my phone, but fortunately for me, I was only like 10 minutes late the other times. Like, my brain knew. But this time, my brain was like, we deserve a little bit of rest. All this work you put in. I woke up, I was like, I can't have none of that. What's going on? That's what I'm saying. I feel like you're not your brain and you're not your body. We're something else. I remember I asked Mr. Compton that, my 7th grade science teacher and social studies teacher. I asked him, I was like, what are we? Are we the eyeballs? Are we the brain? What are we? He was like, see, you think outside the box. Like, he didn't say it like that. Mr. Compton was very professional. He was white. You know what I mean? He was like, well, I'll tell you what. That's kind of how he had a country accent. I'll tell you what. He was like, it's something I can't really get into. And that. He was like, but did you know you're very talented for thinking like that? Nobody else is thinking like that, but we can't really talk about it in here because then you get into religion. And then I'm like, oh, shit, okay. Made me feel good when he said I was thinking outside the box, though. I was like, ooh. Look at us now, though. Fucking lock in, bro. But yeah, we're gonna talk here for like maybe 10 minutes, 15, maybe a little more. You'll see. Click the screen, see how long the video is, and that's how long we talking for. Okay. But yeah, I'm not gonna go in there record any of my workouts. I'm just gonna go in there and bust it out because it's snowing bad. Oh my God, my hair is growing back, and when my hair grows back, I'm done wearing this cap, bro. It's growing back, so it's poking me. Like, the hair is kind of like itching and like going in on itself. But look, let me tell you, before we get done with the story time, Since I was 15, 16, I told y'all, that picture that I showed y'all of like my car, I was 16 years old at McDonald's. This was my first real government job. My first job, I told y'all, was at the flea market here in Thomasville. I was 15 years old. And the goal since the beginning has been to get my YouTube equipment and build up for that. And 16 years old was the same goal. I was putting in crazy amounts of hours at McDonald's. They used to be like, what are you doing? You're getting paid minimum wage. You're getting paid the bottom of the barrel. Why are you working so hard? From the beginning, it's been, if you work, like, I'm trying to let you guys know. So if you're younger, 16, 15, because a lot of you guys are in that age range, you know, you're never too young to start working or really focusing on your life. You're never too young. If anything, you're too late. Once people realize, oh, sure, I should have locked in. You should have, you know. So I've always understood that from a young age. So that's why I'm showing you my picture right here in my car. Like, I didn't ever care. I didn't know snow ever stopped me. Even at McDonald's, they knew they could rely on me. At McDonald's, they were like, who's all coming in tomorrow? I'm like, bro, you don't even got to ask me. They're like, you go to school, are you sure you're going to come in? I'm like, I don't give a damn. This McDonald's is not going down so long as I'm alive. And then I found out that other people were getting paid more than me. I'm not talking about people that have been there for years. I'm talking about new hires. I told y'all, I was telling y'all the other day, there was an old lady that came in. I was training her. She was getting paid like $13.50 an hour. That was a lot back then. I was getting paid $11. I said, oh, hell no. Look at the damn cap. I said, I didn't even put a 2-week notice in. I just dipped. I stopped showing up. I'm telling you, once I get disrespected anywhere or you start any of that, respect, if you're younger, you make sure you get respect wherever you go. It don't matter, bro. It don't matter how old you are. Because the moment, I told you guys in the other videos, if you've even watched those, people will take what they can from you and they will just take. Even if it's your self-respect. They will literally spit on you, sit on you, walk all over you if you let them. As soon as I found out, I was like, oh, okay. I'm putting in all these hours. I'm working. You didn't think that the general manager didn't think. Because we had a connection. You know, I would come in there, joke all the time. What's good? With that connection being established, you have the audacity to let somebody else come in here and get paid more than me when I'm running this shit? Me? They used to be like, Carlos is crazy. He's in here 16 years old. He's got to go to school in the morning. He's working a third shift. He's working a night shift schedule. I used to work a night shift schedule and then go to school the next day. I'm telling you right now, you can even ask people at school. You can even ask my ex. I'm telling you, like her, Catrice, if we get one day, maybe we interview, hey, what was it like to be with Sollracz? And I just get, this motherfucker was an asshole. My bad. Hold on. Lock in. Look. Minimize downtime, maximize production. That's been my whole motto from the very beginning. I just really started saying that, but really my mentality from the very beginning is just to really, you know, if I'm working at something, I'm going to try to be the best version of myself that I could possibly be. I don't care how long I'm going to be at whatever company or anywhere that I've been at. I'm going to make sure that I do my absolute best. If I worked with anybody outside of there, I've gone to go paint with people. I've gone to do fencing with people. I've gone to do construction with anybody, anybody. They'll be like, damn, this motherfucker works. And I'm telling you right now, if you put your best foot forward, it's so easy to make it to where you want to be in life. For me, it's been years. It's been since I was 15 that I've been working towards the same motherfucking goal. And you guys are just now starting to see that, right? But if I showed you guys from the moment I was 15 to now, you'd be like, hold on, bro, it's been 5 years. You don't think it's time to give up? No, bro. If I give up, that means the last 5 years have been for nothing. I've been buying my equipment for the last 5 years since I was 15. I showed you guys. That's what I'm saying. You guys are younger, and even people that are my age now, there's going to be people that tell you to give up, you know, you're crazy. Even when I left to New York, people at the factory, you don't know how many people looked at me sideways. They're like, what are you doing? They're like, at your age, I wish I had a job like this. I'm like, at your age, I'm going to hope I don't work at a job like this. That's disrespectful. Don't disrespect me. Like, come on, have some respect. Like, you can have some words of encouragement and being like, look, go out there and try. But a lot of the times, people will try to tell you not to go after what you really love in life. And you got to put those people to the side. If you believe in something and you're putting the work behind it, you're going to get to where you want to be in life, and don't let nobody stop you. I'm telling you that for the people that are younger to really take that in. For the people that are maybe even older or anybody that's my age, you know that most of you guys went to school with me. We talk about it all the time. You guys are just keeping up with me, and you never really knew my character in school. But I've always really been this way. Whenever we were walking around high school, when I'd come in there tired or anything, or I came back, learned how to work out, all this other stuff, and I'm not trying to flaunt and talk crazy about myself. I'm just trying to let you know that if you take it day by day, it doesn't matter how old you are. You could be 30, you could be 20, you could be 15, you could be 11. The sooner you start, the better, but it doesn't matter the age. If you just take one day at a time and you try to improve, you're going to get to where you want to be. And I'm trying to let you know right now because I'm growing towards my YouTube. And this last year where I went to New York and I got the 8 million view clips, 2 million, 2,000, whatever the hell the numbers are, right? And I grew by thousands. It's because I've been working at it for so long, and then it went right back downhill. And that doesn't mean you stop. There's people that laugh at me. Look at this motherfucker. He didn't make it. If you take it day by day, it doesn't matter who laughs at you. It doesn't matter how terrible it is, how terrible it may feel. If you take it day by day in anything, bro, and I've said it every single one of these videos, damn near. You take it day by day in anything, you're going to get to where you want to be. And I'm trying to show you that in these videos because a lot of you guys are younger than me. And if you're 15 years old, if you're 14 or you're around that age, you're at that age now where you can start taking life a little serious, When I was in 7th grade, 6th grade, and I was being a pain in the ass to the teachers, I didn't see nothing with school. That's when people start asking real questions. That's when your conscience starts literally locking in. I remember there would be people in like 6th to 7th grade. They'd interrupt the teacher and be like, what are we learning this for? I remember the class, they'd be like, I don't want to learn this. And then the teacher would try to sit there and get the class together. Okay, stop, listen. I don't know. There are bad teachers. If I was a teacher, I'd be a great-ass teacher. I'm telling you right now, I would make sure that every student came in that class. I'd run it like the military. Every morning, you're popping out 20 push-ups. Yeah, I don't want to be a part of that class. Nah, but I'm serious. Take it serious now that you're younger. If you're younger watching this, school, the system does need to be changed. But with any system, follow the rules until you're good enough until you're in a high enough level to change them, until you're smart enough or you're in the right positions because you've worked there to where you can start making changes, the changes that you wish were there when you were younger, and then you start improving newer generations that come down. That's just stuff that I think about. That's crazy shit that I get into. My bad, strong language. That's stuff that I get into whenever I think about the future and stuff like that. But as for you, just take it day by day. That's all you got to worry about. And, you can start. There's no early amount of age you can start. Like I said right here, I was 16 years old, bro. I'm 21 now. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We still doing math on our fingers from 16 to 21. What the hell? Yo, lock in. All right, we're still learning on our math. We're still doing the fractions and everything. I do need to go back and start practicing my multiplication. I know how to multiply. That's not a problem. But getting it down to where I could do 4 times 5 is 20. What? Isn't it 20? 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, look, see, that's what I mean. I have to think about it. I know how to do that, but I need it. I need to be bouncing off of. I need to practice and solidify my addition. I need to solidify my multiplication. I need to start, learning more about the algebra, the calculus. I've been watching videos on that just to get my brain familiar with it, see what it works for in the real world. And the robots I told you at work, that has math in it. That once I see the numbers moving, I'm like, okay, I don't understand what the hell's going on. But once I get it, I promise you, I'm going to thrive, bro. And that's anywhere. At McDonald's, I was the same way. I told y'all they have the golden standard. They literally have a notebook or a binder or whatever. It's probably an iPad now where you go through the golden standard and it shows you how to make the perfect burger. I made sure that I solidified every single burger with the golden standard. If a customer pissed me off, you're getting extra onions. I'm going to make sure. I remember one time they brought back a whole cheeseburger back. They said, is this some kind of joke? I was like, uh-oh. I get the cheeseburger back. Open it up. There's a whole handful of onions on that bitch. Because he pissed me off. I was mad as hell. Whole nother story for another time. Holy, there's snow building up. I might not be able to work out. I might just have to go home, bro. Honestly, you know what? There's no excuse. I'm getting in here, getting this workout in. Video's almost at 20 minutes. That's the perfect amount of time. We're wrapping this up. Yeah. So, tomorrow I'm definitely going to work. If you're reliable and you show up to every single job and you keep holding that standard, You know, you work on your integrity. I told y'all when I was younger, like second grade, first grade, I don't remember the age or what grade, I got awarded integrity because I was held to myself to a higher standard, even from a kid. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to be 20 or 30, and wisdom doesn't always come with age. You know, and I'm telling you right now, I'm not no philosopher. I'm not no smart ass fucking, sorry, the curse words, but I'm not anybody special. But from a young age, I've always understood that if you take life serious, I wasn't always serious. Don't think I came out like Albert Einstein or something. But I would mess around at school. If you remember me from school, I was a little hard ass, you know, knocking tiles off the floor, da-da-da. But behind closed doors, I have goals that I've had for years that nobody really knows about. My sister may know about them. My ex may know about them. My grandma knows about them for sure. Now, I talk to her a lot about my future goals now. She encourages me on them. But you guys don't know that yet because, like I said, we're right here. But this is going to grow and expand, and people are going to start coming in, and then people just start watching, and then they have their opinions, and then it doesn't turn into a close-knit family like we got right now. There's like 30 now. There's now 30 of y'all that are consistently coming in and checking out the videos. So now, when we started, I was like, there's 10 or 15. Now there's 30, and now it's starting to snowball. You see what I mean? We're going to get there, not anytime soon. Maybe within the next couple years, I start taking off on the YouTube. It doesn't matter to me. It's the fact that I've been taking it day by day, every single day for the past 5 years, and I'm going to still keep doing that. So if you're younger and you want to do anything, like I said, you just take it day by day, okay? Focus on that. You got to do the hard stuff. You got to go to work. You got to do the terrible jobs that nobody wants to do. Even the Mexicans right now, a lot of Mexicans are complaining and crying and doing a lot of stuff with the world, the way the world is going on right now. I'm Mexican, right? But if you don't victimize yourself, yeah, it's hard. It's something touchy to talk about. But if you try your hardest through the hardest of times, there's always going to be a rainbow after every storm, bro. After every storm. And I know you're probably like, bro, what the hell are you talking about? There's people getting killed. There's people getting shot. But if you try to keep a healthy headspace, especially in times like right now with everything that's going on around the world, it's 2026. Donald Trump is in office. A lot of people hate his ass. I'm not touching on none of that. I'm just letting you know that if you take it day by day, right, and you try and you just keep trying no matter how many obstacles are put in your way. It doesn't matter if you're Mexican. It doesn't matter if you're black. It doesn't matter if you're white. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're fat, if you're ugly, if you keep trying. Even when I was fat, I was still trying every day. I still kept trying, and look at where I'm at right now. I'm still trying even when I feel like I look good. Even when I feel like I look better and I have more confidence, I'm a little taller. I've been trying since back then whenever everything felt like terrible for me. Mentally getting picked on, thrown around, tossed around. And I'm still trying even now when people look at me, I'm like, damn, bro, you're real, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to keep a level-headed, trying to keep my head leveled, humble, you know what I mean? And also trying to just let you guys in, the younger people, for some inspiration, because you can do whatever you want in this world, okay? And I've been rambling on for 20 minutes about me when I was 16. So hopefully if you're 16, 17, 15, or whatever in that age group, you're younger, it's never too late to start, okay? You can start watching financial videos right now. It's easier. Like each generation that comes on, think about it. Think about years ago, thousands of years ago, each generation that keeps coming on is getting smarter and smarter and smarter. We're getting smarter. Now, with technology, that just increases everything way faster. There's ways to learn that you couldn't learn back then. Like I said, like I'm telling you right now, bro, give it a couple more years, maybe even within the next 100. They said that we wouldn't even have, people wouldn't be able to fly. And then the brothers came out with the damn airplane. Like, come on, like, they said it was impossible. There's just, I don't know, bro. I'm talking a lot. And this is just stuff that I think about. Just don't limit yourself by what people tell you, because my whole life people have told me, you can't do that. What the hell are you talking about? When I left from New York and any other job that I've quit and left, they're like, okay, buddy, this is a good job. Like, but these are people that have no goals, that have no drive, or if they had these goals, they let life beat the life out of them to where their goals just died, you know? They say that a factory is where goals and dreams go to die. No, bro. If you are a strong person and you care about what you love to do, you're going to hold it dear to you. Just as, I don't know, bro. I'm going on and on. We've been talking, and I get passionate about stuff like this, but just know from the moment, same car, same situation, different car. Look, this is 2026. This is 2022. This is a school night. I've never made an excuse, okay? And I'm just trying to let you guys know that, like, I'm trying to show you now, because I'm not making excuses today. I wasn't making excuses back then. And it's to show you that you don't need to be making excuses. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how old you think you are. It doesn't matter how young you think you are. You know, usually when you're younger, you're more ambitious. But when you're older, you have so much more experience with life compared to somebody who's my age, who I haven't even messed around and found out yet. Right now, I think I could conquer the world. I really do. I believe I could. I told you, when I get caffeine in my system, I told myself, give me a sword, give me a horse. We about to shed some blood. You know? But I don't know, man. I'm ready to go in there and get this workout in. I was late to work. That shit kind of pissed me off because of the phone. Literally, I was going to throw my phone. I was literally like, you son of a... But who's going to have to pay that phone bill? Me. You know, I remember back then when my controller would not work and I was playing Fortnite or something. And I knew I was good at Fortnite, bro. I was good at that shit. If the controller ever messed up, you know, controllers, they get stick drift and they start like doing that little thing. If you don't touch the controller, sometimes your controller would just do this. Your character would just go. I'm not even touching the damn controller. Why is the character... You know what I mean? One time I did, like, I don't know what happened. I don't know the exact situation, but I remember something happened with the controller. I grabbed it and I threw that shit at the wall. I said, I don't give a fuck. You don't want to work? You're not going to work permanently now. Yo, but that was whenever I wasn't paying for the stuff. Now it's coming out of my check. I'm going to have to go work the hours. If I break a phone, I'm going to have to fix it. Now, I know what you're thinking. What the hell is wrong with you? Why are you throwing stuff? Did you not just hear the character development? I don't throw stuff no more. Yeah, maybe I think about it, but do I do it? No. Maybe one day I might. Shit. Let's go get this workout in. I'll see y'all tomorrow, bro.